Hey guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2020. The album, Dad AF. Every rose has its thorn. I love that song. A little rock and roll for you today. Every rose has its thorn. Do you think that the beauty community is like the rose and Jeffree Star is the thorn? I'm just saying. Okay, let's get into this video today. Now, this video is some of my thoughts after watching the video a few more times. And by the video, not the situation, but the video. The video I am referring to is the video, okay? Thus, this, those. The apology video by Jeffree Star. That is what I am talking about today. Although, you know, it's funny because I was watching all this stuff, and I even put it in my title that he apologized to James Charles. But it was funny because I saw like everywhere on Twitter that it was referred to as the apology video. And I'm like, he didn't really apologize for anything. And he really didn't take accountability for anything. And I've actually watched the video several times now. And I can stand behind that. I can say, there's not much accountability taken here, and you need to really listen to how he says things. He switches back and forth between talking in first and third person. He does a lot of, like, who that person was and who I am, and it's a lot of distancing is what he does, and it's communication posturing is what it is, and it's very manipulative, and it's a PR tactic that PR people are trained to do. So really it deflects off of taking any kind of attention. There were a lot of people that were speculating that he read off a script, that he had cue cards. I don't know about that. Maybe a teleprompter. I don't know. I mean, it looked like we were up in the Oscars with that gold couch, which we're going to get to in just a second. But anyway, I'm sure that he was reading something that was kind of somewhat scripted for him. You know, maybe he just had, you know, points, and then he kind of went off those points because it seemed like at times he was kind of, you know, talking about himself. But it was very, very posed. I talked about that in my video yesterday. I mean, this was a PR attempt, is exactly what it was, to push his products that he has coming out at the end, okay? And just so you know, for all of you Jeffree Star stands out there that are going to come over here and go, what more do you want from him? I already addressed that in my video yesterday, so you can go watch that video yesterday. But I'll tell you what I don't want from somebody in this situation, okay? Is I don't want somebody to come in here and deflect off of everything that people want from them. Because what people really wanted from Jeffree Star was for him to respond to everything that has come out about his past, period, okay? And did he have anything to do with the whole the James Charles Tati situation and to address the video? And he didn't do that, okay? He said, we're not going to do that. I'm not going to do that, okay, is what he said. When that was what people were asking for, his fans, okay? Many of his fans were asking for that. Many of the people that have unsubscribed to him and are kind of side-eyeing him and all this other kind of stuff. The other thing I didn't want was for him to deflect off of the situation, saying there are bigger issues in the world and, you know, referring to the Black Lives Matter movement and things like that. You know, there were a lot of comments I saw yesterday, and I also saw this on Twitter, where people were like, if he didn't mention Black Lives Matter, people would have said he didn't mention Black Lives Matter, okay? I don't know about anybody else out there, but I did not go into that 10-minute video expecting him to mention Black Lives Matter, all right? Jeffree Star has been very, like, he has posted a lot of things on his Instagram and on Twitter about Black Lives Matter. I didn't think that needed to be in that video. That's just me, okay? I thought it was, especially when this was a video where I thought that he was going to address his racist past and more of the things that have come out since his last apology video, because, you know, everybody's like, he already apologized for that. Well, there's a lot more that has come out, right? And for those two things to exist in the same video, it was, I didn't understand it, okay? And I don't know any PR person that would tell him that they thought that that was a smart move. So for that to be in the context of that video was something else I did not want to see. And then the third thing I didn't want to see was him pushing any kind of product, okay? People would literally eat Jaclyn Hill up alive, you know, if she came out and she made an apology video and at the end of it said, hey, listen, I'm coming out with something else. You guys, people would have eaten Jaclyn Hill alive over hairy lipsticks, okay? If she had come out and apologized for the hairy lipsticks and then talked about new products, people would have eaten her alive. But people will defend Jeffree Star to, I mean, it's just unbelievable to me. To this moment, the people that are defending Jeffree Star, like in my Twitter threads and stuff, I'm just like, I am so baffled by what you do not see, but you do you, and you continue to support the people you want. You keep on putting your money in, you keep on living in that fantasy world, because I don't know what that's about, but there's a lot of positive YouTubers out there that you could be supporting, and you could be putting money in their pocket, so just think about that as well when you're doing all that, you know? But hey, if you need to support Jeffree Star, and you want to help him out financially, and you want to help him buy gold couches, crinkly gold couches, up in mansions of loneliness, you go right ahead, okay? But that ain't this one right here. So anyway, I want to go in and I have some notes on my phone. Of course I do. And I just wanted to say that on further thought and personal reflection, I decided to be a shady biatch today. No, I did, okay? And you know, it's like, I'm never that person, like, on this channel. Like, well, sometimes I am. I mean, I am sometimes, okay? But, like, listen, you guys, and I address this, you know, on Twitter. I'm 48 years old, okay? I came out in 1990 when I was 18 years old. I just experienced passing 30 years of being out in the closet, and I am an out and proud gay man, okay? And when I came out, I was surrounded by gay men and drag queens that shaded the hell out of me. Okay, I mean, listen, it was so tough. It was like, I needed that when I first came out, right? So I think I have earned the rights to throw a little shade, but let me tell you, and those people literally, they saved my life back then, okay? By being fun and being funny. And we see it on RuPaul's Drag Race and we think it's funny, right? And we see it here and we see it in the memes and we see it in the GIFs and we think it's funny, but Peter Monn is not allowed to do that. Well, I'm telling you, it's a new day over here, okay? And I'm gonna throw some shade. So if you can't handle that, okay, then I'm telling you right now, just get prepared, okay? Because I know there's a lot of you out there that were very offended for me oppressing Jeffree Star's couch. Okay, so let me talk about what I said on Twitter really quick. So, well, first of all, I put out this tweet and I said, P.S., if anyone, because I always put good morning, even if it's like 3 o'clock when I get up. I said, P.S., if anyone sees a gaudy gold couch at the thrift store, could you hold it for me? My 103-year-old grandma has been begging for it. It wasn't even that good a shade is the thing, right? So anyway, this gal, she says to me, when did you stop being an adult? This is just shallow. I used to love your videos. Now all I see is a bitter person full of hate, okay? Let me tell you something, first of all. And I rarely ever defend myself on this channel. But, you know, I come over here and I sing songs. I laugh at myself. I make fun of myself. I talk about roller skating and stuff like that. And yes, I do talk about the drama because that's what I am. I'm a drama commentary channel. You think you're not going to come to a drama commentary channel and you're going to hear somebody throw a little bit of shade or be a little off a little time to time? This is maybe not the channel for you. Maybe you need to go follow those, I don't know, smiling cat channels and things like that, okay? But I just could not believe this. And then I have to tell you, underneath here, people were literally like, they were so supportive. It was so nice. People were like, have we really come to this where we're worried about a couch's feelings? Someone said, couches don't have feelings, relax. Someone said, you must admit, it was gaudy. Someone said, you're saying Peter is full of hate. Okay, sis. Someone said, it's a joke. You all need to relax, man. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. So I just want to thank you guys for that. But then I followed it up, and I just want you to know this because this is how I feel about this, okay? I also followed it up by saying that, yes, the reading rush starts tonight. I'm so excited. Anyway. But I said underneath here, I said, so I can't throw shade like everyone else. I'm 48. I was throwing it when most of the children weren't even born. I'll rephrase myself. How can anyone support a man who wants to deflect off of his own issues with world issues while up in a mansion on a gold couch in Louis Vuitton slippers? And I'm sorry, but that is exactly how I feel about it, okay? That contrived piece of crap video, whatever you want to call that, when people were coming to my channel and they're like, what more do you want? He owned that he's the problem. He took responsibility for his actions. I want a hell of a lot more, okay? He has hurt so many people out there at the expense. I mean, like, I was watching Luke Alexander's live stream last night, and he went on and he was kind of like talking about it. It's up over on his channel today, I think. But, you know, like, people were talking about it, and they were referring to his mansion as the mansion that racism built. You know, I mean, I think people, like, want to really excuse his behaviors away really, really quickly. Not to mention that the man is a liar, okay? He is a liar that can be shown that he is a liar. And here I'm going to give you a prime example of that. So anyway, isn't that funny? I was over in Luke's live stream. He didn't even know I was there. He could care less. He's like, who? Peter Monn, who? But anyway, But they were over there, and they were talking all about it. And I can tell you that the consensus over there of the 6,500 people that were in that live stream were all like, this was the worst apology video in the entire world. Okay, let me get into my notes before I deflect. Okay, so I want to talk about this lie that he came up with where he said in the video, I have never been arrested, I have never gone to jail. Well, first of all, I just want to say this, okay? As a person that has been sober for 25 and a half years, and a person that has gone to jail, and as a person that has been arrested, okay, like, I'm not ashamed of that. Like, why are you, like, when that comes out in a video, I'm always like, who are you talking to? Like, there's a lot of people out there. I just, like, I don't know. Like, I'm not embarrassed of that. Like, I own that, you know? Like, that's something that I've taken about myself and I've tried to change as a human being. So, I don't know what the point of was by saying that in the video. Like, what was that? I don't know, right? But I was sent this by Victoria. So, Victoria, thank you for sending this to me. I will link this below so you guys can all see where he lies for himself. The video is called, it's from like 13 years ago. And it is called Jeffree Star on DJ Rostar's Punk Rock Show. Now, I'm sure that he'll come out and he'll say, you guys, it was all for drama, it was lies. What we're not going to do is believe those things that Jeffree said 13 years ago, okay? Whatever, I ain't buying it, okay? So he was on this interview, and it's called Jeffree Star on DJ Rostar's Punk Rock Show, okay? Has 121,000 views. So on this, at the minute and 54 section, okay, or a part of the video, he starts talking, and they're talking about, like, how people, like, come for Jeffree, and that, like, even though he's skinny, you better not come for him, and all this kind of stuff. And he says, and I quote, okay, the situation, I've been to jail 3 times for assault, just so everyone knows, okay? So is that true, Jeffree? Have you been to jail 3 times? Or did you lie on the interview? Or did you lie in your apology? So you either lied in your interview, or you lied on the apology. Okay, it's either one or the other. You were either a liar back then, or you're a liar now. Okay? Either you're a Netflix series who's pushing this voice memo note up to a month ago, okay? Or you're somebody that doesn't want to be part of drama, okay? What is it? I mean, I'm so confused, and I think you are too. I don't think you know what comes out of your mouth, whether it's true or false at this point. Jeffree Star is one of those people that has believed his own lies for so long that he's like, he just believes them, right? It's like, you know, like when you talk to somebody and you're like, oh, like, have you ever been to, like, you know, you're talking about someplace that you go, and you're like, have you ever been to, like, I don't know, Cabo San Lucas? And they're like, oh, yeah, I love Cabo San Lucas. And then you're like, really, when did you go? And then they're like, oh, Cabo San Lucas, what? Oh, no, I didn't mean Cabo San Lucas. And you're like, you're a straight up liar. You lied. You lied through your teeth. And you don't even remember what you lied about. He doesn't know that interview's out there, probably. There you go. Thank you, Victoria. I will link that interview below so you guys can go watch it for yourself. It's a different Jeffree. There's all these different Jeffrees or different interviews underneath here as well. So there's that I wanted to talk about. Hold on a second. Let me refer back to my notes. Okay, then I wanted to talk about this Instagram picture that he put up yesterday. Okay, so he put this Instagram picture up. First of all, this was very interesting to me, okay, as a marketing tactic. He didn't just put the video up, okay? He put a picture out announcing the video. He put a tweet out, okay, announcing the video. And then he put the video out, all right? 3 different things, right? Okay, good. So what was interesting on this picture, here, I will show the picture. Did I already screenshot it? Hold on a second. I think I already did. Let me make sure I screenshot it. Because you know I'm killing for that. Okay. You know what? I did not screenshot the picture. Did I? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. And there she is. I'll put it right here, okay? There you go. There's Jeffree Star. Okay, this is his apology video. He comes, I miss you all so much. Please watch my new video. Not just like, hey, you guys, or like, hey, I don't know what to do anymore, peace, or anything, okay? Who does that on an apology video, first of all, okay? That is such a joke. That is so ridiculous. I don't even understand that, okay? By the way, the picture underneath it, if you want to go see, or the one next to it, depending on how your Instagram is these days. Did y'all see that Instagram changed and now you have that shopping tab? What is that for? I don't want to shop on Instagram. Anyway, I think it's because I purchased a couple things off of Instagram. I need to stop that. But the picture below where he's going to take his 125-year-old grandma to, I don't know where he's taking her. But anyway... But like the same picture he posted in January, it's still the comments are turned off. By the way, the comments on his video are turned off, but we're going to talk about that in just a second. So when you go underneath here, it's really interesting, the comments, okay? Someone says the fact that some people are so mad that he didn't address the situation. That's what he should have called the video, the situation. Because every time he did it, I was like, this is the Jeffree Star drinking game. Every time he calls it the situation, you should drink like that, the situation. Okay, I don't drink, but if you do, you should do that. The fact that some people are so mad that he didn't address the situation is because he didn't want it public. This is what kills me about Jeffree Star fans, and this is like isolated to Jeffree Star fans, okay? That Jeffree Star fans will make excuses based on nothing that they have ever heard of before. Like, they just make it up, right? Like, they live in this same Hogwarts world of imagination that Jeffree Star does. They make stuff up, and it's like, okay, like Jeffree Star can, like, his like, what do you call it? Like, let's just say if his launch is late by an hour, right? People will literally comment on your videos, and they'll be like, his launch is late because he was having his bacon for breakfast, and he really likes bacon. And you're like, where did you come up with that? Like, they just make stuff up. Like, so, like, what is this? The fact that some people are so mad that he didn't address the situation is because he doesn't want it public. How do you know that, first of all, okay? He kind of insinuates that in the video, but, like, he's like, we're going to leave this. No, he doesn't say, like, I'm talking to James and Tati, but that is going to be private. He doesn't say that in the video. He doesn't do that anymore. Yes, he does that all the time. He still comes for people publicly all the time. He would rather deal with things privately and deal with the bigger issues. I didn't hear him say that he was going to be dealing with anything privately. I don't understand how some of you don't get that. He promoted himself for like a minute. A minute of a 10-minute video is 10% of the video, if not more. Let's say 20% of the video he promoted himself. That couch in that house, that was probably another 15%, 35% of it was self-promotion. That was a self-promoted video, okay? Look at me, look at me, look at me. We are halfway through July. He is informing people for a minute. Okay, so I want to explain to you why people have an issue with this in just a second. Someone said, as a Jeffree supporter, I was really disappointed in you today. You didn't take any accountability for your actions. You piggybacked on the Black Lives Matter without any actual meaningful action, and you unnecessarily included promoting, because people were saying that he didn't link any, like, you know, places to donate money, or he didn't say anything about any petitions to sign or anything underneath there. Any actual meaningful action, and you unnecessarily included promoting coming products. You didn't do an apology. I wish I could continue to support you, but I can't. I know you don't care, but I had to put it somewhere. And that's why people were coming here and they were on his Instagram and they were leaving what they were leaving, because you didn't give them an opportunity to do it on your video, okay? And I don't know what that's about. I don't know, like, at first there were so many more likes to dislikes, and people were suggesting that maybe that he was buying likes. I don't know, okay? That seems like rather low for Jeffree Star to even do that. He would be buying likes. But then it was interesting when I looked, he had lost 100,000 subscribers like that, right? So I'm like, well, if you're getting more likes to dislikes on this, and then people, why would this one video, where at that time you only had like 30,000, you know, dislikes on it, why would people unfollow over that? No, that doesn't make sense. I wasn't buying that. So people go in here and say, I just saw the video. Why did you take off? I don't know why I'm talking to him like he's watching this video. He's over there hanging out in the pool, just the 3 friends he has left. Why did he take the comments off? Like, is it because he didn't want to read the comments? Because, see, we often think, like, they take down the comments because they don't want to see the meanness. And, like, with Jaclyn Hill, I do think that that's the truth. I think it's kind of like she can't really handle the negativity. But, like, with Jeffree Star, like, are you kidding me? Like, he took those comments down, or he privatized the comments or shut them off because he didn't want his stans to see the truth that other people were putting in the comment sections, because then it might start affecting his stans. And if his stans saw that, then it's like, what do we do? So he's going to just turn the comments off. How are you going to put an apology out there, okay? That you're apologizing to your audience, and then you're going to shut their comments off. That's what, okay, so this is what you're saying, right? You're looking at somebody and you say, I want to, no, shut up. I'm apologizing to you. Shut your mouth. I'm sorry, and this is how it's going to be going forward. And then the other person starts, like, and I hope you accept my apology, and the other person starts to talk. You go, shut up. It's like you don't want to listen to it. Why are you apologizing and turning off the comments? That is rude. You are so rude. What is wrong with you? You are rude. Anyway, someone said, I just saw the video and no, I don't miss you at all. You really bring Black Lives Matter and self-promotion. Pathetic. Turn off the comments, you weak, and it goes into this whole thing. Okay. Someone said, so in other words, he is trying to get back into everyone's good graces before his summer launch. Exactly. Gotcha. Sad part is, ignorant people will believe him. Has he not proved time and time again he is still that same problematic person from a decade or more ago? He is realizing he is an untouchable. He is losing money and power. I know he is flipping out and he'll do anything to try, and goes on and on and on. Then they hashtag something, canceled, I think. He can't be canceled, didn't you hear him? Anyway. Someone said, unfortunately, all I heard was, let's get this crap out of the way so I can promote my brand. That's interesting. Someone said, the apology shouldn't even be considered one. And then the way that you have the way that you have the nerve to bring up Breonna Taylor and Black Lives Matter, then minutes later bringing up your brand, really disgusting. You said a whole lot of nothing in this video. You only brought up Black Lives Matter to distract the audience from what you have done. You don't care about the movement at all, and it shows. And I didn't catch any part where you addressed the allegations. Also, honestly, at this point, a few words as a stupid apology video isn't going to fix things. So anyway, it just goes on and on and on. Let me see what else I had. Oh, this is interesting. Def Noodles put this out last night on Twitter. He said, Jeffree Star lost 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, 68,000 on Instagram, and 11,000 on Twitter. His YouTube video currently has 194,000 dislikes. And it's like, I think it has like 200 and some today. And comments are disabled. Do you think Jeffree accomplished his goal? Or did it not go as planned? And I actually think that's a fantastic question. So thank you, Def Noodles, for that. So anyway, I don't know. What do y'all think about all that? It's a lot, right? Hold on. Let me get back to my notes. I want to talk about some other things. So if you go underneath that picture, these are the people. These are the people that he has left, okay? Shane Dawson, didn't even like the picture. Well, I guess he's off social media right now, isn't he? But we got Mitchell, Mitchell, okay? Who I like Mitchell. He seems very nice. We've got Cole Kerrigan. Up in the pool, Cole Kerrigan. And we've got Eugenia Cooney. Now listen, okay? I have on my channel tried to stay away from Eugenia Cooney. I think she seems real nice, okay? Real nice. But I don't know that she gets it sometimes, okay? And I feel like maybe she's not supporting the right people here, okay? And let me just tell you. So she is getting demolished over on the Instagram picture. So she commented underneath Jeffree Star's picture. And she said, this was a great video, Jeffree. Well, there are 3 hearts first. We're all humans and we all make mistakes, but we can learn and grow from it. We missed you and so happy you're back, okay? There are 530 comments underneath there, and they just let her have it. They're so not having it with Eugenia, okay? And the people said, the amount of people who have to cancel this year is too much. Someone said, girl, no, this comment ain't it. Someone said, you are embarrassing yourself, Eugenia, please. And they're all kind of like, they feel bad for her, but they're like, kind of like, girl, what are you? No, girl, Eugenia, no, you're embarrassing. You're not pulling in, you know? And she's like, what? But I love I got my conspiracy palette. I'm still working with it every day. But anyway, she said, someone said, girl, you should have left Insta and never came back. Oh, no, they said this. They said that to another person on here. I'm sorry. That was this person that left a mean comment. And then someone said, she's just being nice or something like that. So anyway, and then somebody else underneath here says, girl, this comment ain't it, and all that kind of stuff. So it was the Eugenia comment. But he's only got basically Cole, Oscar Wilde, Mitchell, and Eugenia at this point. I've never seen Jeffree Star and Eugenia hanging out together. Have you? I haven't. Like, when she used to do the live streams back in the day, did he pop in there and throw her $1,000 or something? I don't remember. I've never seen Eugenia and Jeffree hang out together. Do they go to the Ivy in matching tracksuits? I've never seen them together. Are they good Judies? Did she come over and hang out at his pool? I don't know. Do they drink Red Bulls together? I don't know her, okay? We don't eat at the Chinese buffet together. We don't go to the Marshalls and shop for Jeffree Star. I mean, Kat Von D makeup. I don't know her, okay? I don't. But she seems real nice, okay? Anyway. And don't be coming over here and telling me to do no videos on Eugenia Cooney. I'm not doing no videos on her, okay? So anyway, let me get back to my notes. It's thundering outside. God's telling me, get done with this video. It's time I need Jesus in my life, okay? So then he goes to this. I'm only on point 3 and I got 8 points. Let me get through this real quick. So he goes in here and talks about what a changed person he is, okay, as of like, you know, whatever. But Shane even came out and said, like, Jeffree isn't going to talk like this anymore. And then, like, right after that, Shane came out and was, like, attacking somebody on Twitter. Do you remember that? Shane came out and said, yeah, Jeffree used to, like, come for people on social media, but he doesn't do that anymore. And then I made that video. And then, like, a week later, he came out, and I don't remember who it was. And then people are talking about, like, James Charles, should he forgive him or should he not forgive him or whatever. You know, let me tell you a little story about forgiveness. I talk about this on here all the time. You know, there's an Oprah aha moment. And Oprah says that forgiveness is letting go of the past, okay? Accepting that what happened, happened, and asking yourself, now what am I going to do with it, right? When you are asking, when you forgive someone, you're really doing it for yourself. You're not really doing it for that person. So if James Charles is going to forgive Jeffree Star, it's really not for Jeffree Star. It's for himself, to release himself from the bondage of what he's going through, correct? Okay, so if that's the case, we don't know that James Charles 6 months or a year ago didn't forgive Jeffree Star privately, in his heart of hearts, and say, go with God, I let you go, okay? Peace be with you. I can't anymore. Find church, find something. I don't know, find the best Red Bull in the entire world, but I can't with you anymore, and so I forgive you and I move on, And I think that forgiveness is really about what are we going to do with it now? And I think what James Charles is saying is, this is what I'm going to do with it, okay? I'm going to move on with my happy-ass life to 20 million and more subscribers and continue to be putting out successful products while you're losing subscribers, okay? And I ain't mad about it, and I have no issues with you anymore. Move on, do your thing. I don't want you in my life, okay? And I think it's very much, if you remember The Hills back in the day with Elsie and Heidi, and Heidi was like, can you ever forgive me? These dogs are like running circles around his house. And Elsie looked at her and she goes, I can forgive you, but now I want to forget you. And I think that's how James Charles feels. He's like, I'm done. Like, okay, fine, I forgive you. Move on. Be out of my life. I don't want anything to do with you. And then what else I want to say? This thing that he said about people always constantly being in his ear a year ago. Well, what about this voice note that you have held on to like Fort Knox, okay? This voice note that he's thrown out in King's basement. And I have this voice note. And if you knew what this voice note said and all this voice note, Jeffree, you're the one that has been talking about this voice note. You, not Tati. Not James, not Shane Dawson, not Nikita Dragon, not your good Judy Eugenia Cooney, okay? You're the one that's been talking about this voice note up to a month and a half ago. So don't act like that people were in your ear. People were in your ear when you were typing those things out on Twitter, those hateful things that you typed out to James Charles' 17-year-old brother. Who was in your ear that forced you to do that? Like, seriously? Okay. That's a lot of accountability that I hear him taking. So when people come to my video and they say he's taking accountability, no, this is where he's not taking accountability. People were in my ear and I allowed them to be in my ear, but I still did those things. No, accountability would be saying, I put those things out there. I did those things. It doesn't matter what somebody said to me. It doesn't matter what happened to me. That is what taking accountability is for, is like, okay? It doesn't matter who was in my ear. It doesn't matter what pieces of evidence that I was given. It doesn't matter what I thought I knew or didn't know. I did this. And I need to take responsibility for it. And let me tell you the things that I need to take responsibility for, so we don't need to go there again and you guys are crystal clear on what I'm talking about. That would have been taking accountability. And he didn't do that. And he sold some cheap-ass products at the end of it that are coming out in August because we got so many great things to come out for, okay? I'm telling you right now, people are saying this man will not be canceled. Over time, like, he is gonna go down. He's not gonna go down like to the bottom, but he's not gonna be what he is today. And the saddest person that's gonna affect is Jeffree Star, because he's gonna be lonely. He's not gonna have the money that he used to have. He's not gonna be able to afford what he used to be able to afford. And it's gonna be really sad for him in the long run, because he wasn't able to take a look at himself and take responsibility and accountability for his own actions. And then the last thing I wanna say is, we're talking about these world issues, that Jeffree Star, he done posted some pictures today, so we can know how much he cares about the world issues. Now, he did want us to see that the paparazzi got him with a mask on, which is what you're supposed to do, okay? But he wanted us to know that he was out and he was shopping, and he bought him some Louis Vuitton Supreme trunks, or they sent him to him, I don't know. But that's really, really nice, okay? So anyway, so thank you, Jeffree, for letting us know how much you care about world issues today, that you spent the day after your apology out shopping and buying Louis Vuitton Supreme trunks. So anyway, I think that's all I have to say in this video. I'm sure that I will probably be making another Jeffree Star video. So anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.